Okay guys, back on the Trestle bridge build. Now what I've got to do for the next part is for where my vents actually join up, I'm going to put beams either side so the vent's got something to hold them to. So I'll just cut a couple. So the first one will go like so. And the second one will go the thickness of the vent. So I'll sort of go like that with the vent in between, and then the two beams will actually hold it together. So I've just got a few to cut, so I'm going to cut them all, then I'll glue them in, and then I can sort of put my vents in and make sure they're the right size. So I'll go ahead and cut them and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I've cut my beams now, so I've marked them, so all I've got to do now is glue it and put it on. But I'm only going to do the one side of each vent first, let that dry, and then I can do the other beam after it dries. So I'm still using the same polyurethane glue. Just like so. I'll do one more and then I'll show you the end result. So I'll go ahead and do the rest. Okay guys, all the beams have been put in now, as you can see, and then when I go to put the vents in, they'll just fit in like so. And then it should end up sitting up like so. So I'll show you the next step. Okay guys, now back on to the vents. I'm putting the bottom beam on. and there'll be two beams, a left and a right, and the beams will go like so. Now these beams are actually 19 centimetres long. That's how wide my bottom is, with a little bit of overhang. So the way I'm doing this is I've pre-marked where the beam actually sits. So this will go like so. So when it's up there, this is to be left. So we'll glue this one just on the bottoms, or on the bottom of the side. And all I've got to do is make sure my marks are just covered. Like so. And then the same to the other side. And to hold these down, I'm just using these clips. Just to make sure they're still on the line. So that's how I'm doing my beams. Then the next part I will be going diagonally. Okay guys, all my bottom beams are now being put on all the vents. So I have a few of them. Now my next part is I've got to do my diagonal beams, which is very similar to my last trestle bridge I built. And the way I'm going to do it is crisscross it by going from this end to here and so on down. So all I'm going to do is still use the 5mm balsa. And it'll look like so. just keep carrying on until you get to the end. And I think I've got a total of about 14 bents. So that's how many bents I'm using for the trestle. Nice work. So that's what she's going to look like. So now what I'll do is I'll just glue it. Okay guys, now before I obviously glue, I've got to work out how to, or where the glue's going to go, so I don't get a mess. So what I normally do is I just turn them around and then mark where the glue has to go. So I just turn them twice. And that way the glue should only stay on the frame. And obviously I know I've got to do the ends. So I just dab the glue on it, like we'll do now. So a dab. This should work. Like so. So I've only got 14 to do. And also these bents will be when I weather them up it's still going to be the steel wool vinegar method. But obviously I've got to have all these done before I can weather. So once I do this part, I can weather them. So that's the first one, and I'll go ahead and do the other 13. Okay guys, all the diagonals now have been put on. So on to the next part. Okay guys, the next part on the trestle bridge is I need to put the track on the trestle itself because of when I do the winter scene. So what I'm going to do is glue the track down on top, and when that's dry I can then put the rails on the sides and just about join it all up. But anyway, I'm going to actually glue this track. Okay guys, the way I'm going to glue the track is I'm going to use the polyurethane again. I'm just going to put it on the ties, and then I've marked where my track's got to go. And just place it down. Now I've also, where I've got the join in the track without the sleepers, I've just glued it, the sleepers down, so this should just sit on top. So all I'm going to do is glue the ties. Now obviously this is just going to take me a little while to glue. So instead of boring you with me gluing, I'll glue it all. When it's finished I'll show you. Okay guys, the track's all glued now. So all I have to do is put it in. I'll line up my marks. Put my little edge in. And just let that dry. So I'll just put like weights on it. I'll do one and then I'll do the other. So I'll show you when it's all dry. Okay guys, now the double track's now been glued to the base. Now all I've got to do now to that is add the railings. So I'll show you how I'm going to do the railings.